what's up guys, Andy here, and today we are reviewing over Tower of God, Episode 8, titled Khun's Strategy. Now, I know it's a day late, but like last time, I kind of just wanted to take my time on this, so I decided to wait a little while and do it, and not put it up immediately after. And I'm glad I did, because this episode, all over the place for starters. First off, Khun is a mad fucking genius. Apparently, and Dorsey is a mad genius. I was so all over the place with this episode from the very beginning. So, something I misunderstood last time is, even if a team fails this, if their individual scores are high enough, they still technically pass. So it was kind of like a give or take situation. It just depends on, how good they do during the thing, and plus their previous accomplishments, I assume. Now, this was basically a game of tag, to where they had a badge on the person who was it, and then that person had to make it out before the ranker, the other it, caught them, or they captured the ranker, whatever, however they do it. Now, I just want to go ahead and say, this episode was insane. I loved every second of it, and I don't want to waste any more time, so let's jump right into this review. If y'all do enjoy, though, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know, it really helps me out a lot, and, you know, we're pushing for that 900 subs, so it'd be really cool. On top of that, though, I also got a new intro and outro. I hope everything works out. If you like it, then let me know in the comments. But yeah, let's get right into this.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone in the world out there.
Alright gang, so we start the episode off pretty paranormal with our intro and a little bit of recap, where basically Quant just gets enormously pissed off here, and he basically tells him, alright, go ahead, your first attempt failed, I'll give you a 111-second head start, and I'll only take the stairs. So basically, Anaak gets in an elevator, and they are running Plan B. They're gonna just try to push them and push her on and stop them for 5 minutes. We cut over to Team B here, and Bam and Dorsey are talking here, and basically he asked her, why did you team up with Michelle in the first place? And she's like, no reason, because the two of us, or those two were the last ones left, you know? That's all they had in their group. And then we cut over, and, basically, the stair team is wiped out. He decimated all of them very quickly in under a minute. La Rule is asleep at the start at the very bottom, and so it's time for Shibusu, who is guaranteed to pass the test already, to use his killer arts. It didn't work, let's just say that. He got wiped out pretty easily, and, you know, Quant meets Khun up here. And Khun then just tells him, he's like, yeah, it's true she was just here, because, you know, you were supposed to be here when she got here, but she jumped down toward the exit below to get away from you, and we pass. And he calls Khun's bullshit here. He tells him he figured out the entire plan. Anaak was on a copied lighthouse, which was those little cube things, and he basically tells him, he's like, okay, well, if you're so confident, let's jump. So he grabs Khun's arm and pulls him off with him. And as they're falling, he's just like, beg me to save your life. Cry for me a little bit, I might just even do it. And that's when Khun just smiles at him. And I was like, oh my god, here we go. He lets go of Khun, or Khun lets go of him and just starts free falling. He's like, are you trying to die? And that's when he gets grabbed on by the Green April. But at that point, it should have been over. He was out of Shinsu. He was at the very bottom. And out of nowhere, he hears a voice asking him if he needs help. We then cut back over after the test is over, and Khun is destroyed here. He's like, I ruined everything. I'm so sorry, guys. I underestimated him. And all of them are trying to cheer him up. They're like, you did great. There's nothing that Team B could do that was even close to that good of a plan. And, well, it was a plan, all right. But him and La Rule had actually set up the plan to help him go back up and for them to fail the test, because they knew that they were already safe. And at this point, I was starting to question Khun. I was like, oh, fuck, here we go. He's going to betray. But they actually cleared it up really nice. They're like, he didn't betray anybody. This is his team. Those people on his team weren't his team. This is his team. Shibusu, Bam, LaRule, Serena, and Dorsey, Hats, Khun, Ho, and Rack. That's his team. Shibasu is already going to pass. LaRule is already going to pass. And the only other person on that team there is Khun, and he's already going to pass. So we cut over to another scene here where it's like flashbacking to what happened. And basically, it's implied that he made a bet here to make sure that the rest of the people on Team B that is on that list, such as Bam, Ho, Serena, all them Hats, are going to pass, and Dorsey. And this was such a big power flex play that if it's not in one of Nuxtaku's videos, we got problems. We transition over into kind of more of like a side story here. We get Serena talking with Ho, and she's like, do you even want to climb the tower anymore? Like, she's starting to have regrets, and we get a little bit of her backstory. She was a cat burglar, and she robbed a ship that was protected by a ranker one night, and basically all of her friends or allies were killed right in front of her, and that's when Harold showed up to offer her the spot, and then it kind of just goes away, and we cut into Dorsey here doing some big brain plays of her own, because apparently they had this all planned out, and she split up the team, I guess, and she just started beating the shit out of the people with her. I assume Hats beat the shit out of the people with him, Serena, and all of them. So, like, it was just such a cool thing. Like, you know, even though there was Team A and Team B, they were Team C, and in fact, they won. Like, Team A, anybody who wasn't their friend, bye-bye. Team B, anybody who wasn't their friend, bye-bye. You know what I mean? Like, it's just great. It was such a good storytelling moment, and I loved every second of it. This might honestly become in my top 5 anime, depending on how it ends. I mean, I loved every second of this, so why not more, you know? But with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out. I hope y'all did enjoy this video. I mean, I really enjoyed this episode, so hopefully y'all did too. With that being said, though, I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.
This is our identity.